Worth, Texas on a chilly, clear night. And it's time for a little holiday football, the Bell Helicopter Armed Forces Bowl.
Weddle, starting defensive back for the University of Utah, going through the starting lineup for the Utah defense. On the defensive line, we got Big Kels. We call him the Thing or Sasquatch. He's a beast. At linebacking crew, we got Joe Giannone. He's a tackling machine. You got to watch out. And through the DBs, we got Bryce McCain, the fastest man in the world, and the bash runners, Casey Evans and Steve Tate, rounding out the defensive backs.
Here comes the blitz. And they got there. Pretty good protection up front. Had time, but Steve Tate looked like the seventh man who was coming on a blitz. Finally got there and got the sack.
Yeah, here's Tate right here, coming right up the middle, unblocked. They brought more than Tulsa could pick up. Safety blitz, snuck right in there between a couple bigger bodies. And when the pressure comes right up the middle of the quarterback, that's the hardest to avoid.
Castile, San Francisco, California, representing the University of Utah. Right now, I want to introduce the starting lineup, starting with the receivers. Next to me, I have Marquise Keese Wilson. On the other side of him, I have Brian Julio Hernandez. To start on the starting line, we have Robert I'm So Cool Conley. On the other side of him, we have Tavo Tupola.
Very dangerous to have guys introduce their teammates because they can lay some of those nicknames on them. Here's Castile, one of their favorite plays. He's actually a wide receiver, but gets an awful lot of carry.
You know, the offense is a little different.
Brandon Godfrey is on as an extra wide receiver in this package, and Hernandez makes the catch again. He's down to the 33.
And then maybe the spread option type guy. And so they've changed the offense. They've given him more situations where he drops and throws. And again, over the last 5 games.
3rd and 12. Underneath Hernandez. They think they found something over there on that side. They like that. But they also have a fine kicker in Sakota. This would be a 45-yard try, which would be his long for the season. Just a little bit of a hook on it and plenty to pump it right down the middle. So Utah, Taylor will bring it out. Woo! Lit up at the 15. Holy cow. Stevenson Sylvester. Adams trying to get the first down, bounces off one tackle. Running back behind Smith. Now they get Adams back there. Smith on the option.
12.
Ratliff throws this one up for grabs, and Derek Richards went up and got it. Richards, who leads this club in catches with 53 during the regular season.
They're working on Julian McGowan, number 13. And that ball is just a situation, it's a jump ball. And most of the time, offensive guys are better at going up and judging their jump and catching the football at the high point. That's fascinating.
Sounds like his mission was to eat.
Yeah.
We'll try from 39. He has already hit from 45 tonight. Right down the middle, Sakota has delivered from 39 and 40. Holy smoke.
How did he hold on to that?
I don't know. Donnie Johnson did as Bryce McCain just unloaded on him.
Maybe the fact that Bryce McCain's only 5'9", 174, but he packed all 174 pounds of it into that hit right there. Man. And that's one you don't want to throw on a cover 2 where that corner's peeling off his wide out. He's just setting up for that little inside route.
Oh, that's a decleater.
Yeah, Paul Smith.
Hands it off this time to Nail, and the ball is down on the ground, and Utah has it.
Just talk. It looks like a good handoff. It looks like Teneo has it into the line, and then it just, as he's reaching for extra yardage, the ball is ripped out.
Gabe Long, the defensive tackle, had him, Ball came out before he was down, and it will be Utah's ball. And heaven knows he was deserving of that. Pressure again and a sack by about a half-yard.
Martell Burnett did a great job of
seconds left in the half. Ratliff wants to throw again. Now he'll take off. 40, midfield, and four-man rush, good protection. Ratliff, deep sideline, and that one's complete to Marquise Wilson.
Boy, beautiful throw.
Wasn't it?
Tell you what, how about the confidence that Kyle Whittingham and Andy Ludwig showing in Brett Ratliff after the near interception, come back and call 2 more pass plays. He scrambles for one and throws a beautiful throw to Wilson on that one.
Nice grab. New Mexico had a big loss earlier. That's the only blemish on the record. Sakota with that slight draw knocks it right down the middle again. So the offensive star, Louis Sakota, 3 for 3 on long field goals.
And look at the difference in body language. A little walking and jogging off by Tulsa, a little more sprinting off by Utah. A little momentum swing right here at the end of the first half.
Had 3,400 yards rushing in Huntington Beach in California. This one down the middle. Nice catch by Godfrey. Hung on even though he knew he was going to take a hit. And a nice throw by Ratliff.
Well, again, he's a big target, 6'3", running down the middle of the seam of the defense. Good protection. Ratliff finds him in the middle, and he does a great job of hanging on, knowing he's going to get hit.
But the damage was done.
There's Weddle.
There's Weddle, the All-American, down to the 30.
And Chanel Weddle.
There he goes again, picking his way, stiff arm.
Face mask
down
at the
to
end,
20.
too. Did they call it?
Yep,
here it
flag
comes.
came in late.
Runs out of the quarterback position. You just have to have balance in your offense. You can't let a team just dictate that you have to throw every down. Hard to protect your quarterback that way.
Blackshire is going to be called for the face man. Ratliff in the shotgun, and little trick play, and that one is going to work.
That worked a couple years ago in the Fiesta Bowl, too, and a touchdown against Pittsburgh.
Brett Castile gets the touchdown. It's a flanker screen, turns into a hook and ladder. That is pretty.
That is pretty. Well, the first thing has to be the catch. You've got to make the good throw and catch, and Castillo is the beneficiary.
January 1st, 2005, number 5 Utah against Pitt. First ever BCS game ever for a non-BCS school, and Utah steamrolled Pitt, and there is that play. Paris Warren, co-MVP with Alex Smith, who
first time we've seen this kind of field position for either team. Very important for Tulsa's defense to keep them down there.
Ratliff out of the end zone, and he got it out to his favorite receiver. Ratliff on the keeper, first down and more, out near the 20-yard line. This young man,
He was only 5'3", and he obviously was a late bloomer. 6'4", 224 pounds now. Played as a senior in Chico, California. Got better, played a few more years, and ended up here at Utah.
when you're 1-9, you're not going to be recruited heavily. Castile showing you some of his speed, and Castile down to the 40-yard line. So 3 plays. They
talked about that Tulsa sideline. When you have them pinned down on the 1 and 3 plays, they make it look easy. Castillo reversing his field, doing a nice job setting up blocks. A good run by Ratliff, and an even better run now by Castillo.
Ratliff with time goes underneath. Richards again down to the 20.
It's a great football game right down to the wire.
Weddle in as the quarterback laterals to Castile. The defense, everybody went for Weddle, and Castile will pick up about 6 yards. Ratliff searching all day. Now he takes off, caught from behind and brought down 39, 41, and 45. just to make it a 12-point game. And he has been perfect all night long.
The Mountain West Conference this year, for the first time, started a Special Teams Player of the Year, and Louis Sakota, the co-winner of that award. He's proven his mettle tonight.
Points. That is remarkable for Billy Donovan, his Gators. Adams on the screen, and Utah defensed it. Paul Smith will go with the quick screen again, and Utah just sending the red shirts right out there. Moss made that catch, and I mean, they are sprinting to the sideline after those catches. Ratliff throws complete. He's going to get a first down out of this. Freddie Brown took the catch and just dragged tacklers with him.
Boy, Ratliff is throwing the ball well tonight.
Yes,
I know he had the interception a little while ago, but for the most part, he has been really on target throwing the football. Right here, Eric Weddle.
Fakes the handoff and keeps. Does an excellent job of following his blockers.
All in academics.
He's back in there at quarterback. Fakes the handoff, goes straight up the middle, picks up 7. Weddle with a keeper, dives, first down. Speaking of great quarterback performances, when I checked into the hotel the other day, the first thing I saw was ESPN Classic, the Sugar Bowl, Penn State against Georgia, and Todd Blackledge, I believe, on the third play that I saw.
You see who they want the ball in whose hands here at the end of the ball game, don't you?
Weddle down to the 3. I'd want it in his hands, too.
Absolutely.
That's a special. Turned an interception for a touchdown. He ended the game 3 interceptions, 2 returned for touchdowns. I mean, he is just a remarkably gifted player.
And he's smart, too. Look, he's using the clock as much as he can. Lets the play clock go down to 2.
It's open on the left, and he'll walk in for a touchdown.
Every run has been a follow back inside. That time he faked inside. The entire Tulsa defense went there, and he sidestepped outside for the touchdown.
The All-American may have just wrapped this one up. 10 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown. He will find a way during the course of a game to have a tremendous impact. Although it was a corner tonight, they stayed away from him virtually the entire game. Yeah. So they shifted their... Kyle Whittingham already congratulating his players for what they have done. Particularly, they played well in the second half. Yep, they made some really good adjustments.
Ratliff threw the ball well, with the exception of one throw that was picked off. And Eric Weddle has given them what they've needed in the running game. They weren't getting it from anywhere else, but Eric Weddle has given them a spark running. And watch him fake inside. Jabs in, pops out, and there's no Tulsa defenders because every run to this point has been inside by Eric Weddle.
And then he knows exactly where his beautiful wife is sitting, finds her. It'll be interesting to see where he goes in the draft.
Not only do they get Tyler back from the mission, Alyssa and Alex and Kylie, their other children.
Smith overthrown, and that one's intercepted by Weddle. And look what he did. Instead of trying to run it back and maybe rubbing it in, he simply took a knee. All-American in so many ways, and he just demonstrated his character.
And he just made his 18th career interception and 7th on the year.
Impressive second half by Utah as they step up and they beat Tulsa. The final score, Utah 25, Tulsa 13.